All right, folks, welcome back to the Random Golf Club Course Vlog series. For this episode, we are at my new home course, Lyons Municipal Golf Course, nicknamed Muny. It opened in 1924, and it's been praised by golf legends Ben Hogan and Ben Crenshaw. It's listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and it was Austin's first public golf course. Historically notable for being the first golf course south of the Mason-Dixon line to racially integrate. We did a really interesting story on Lyons for Adventures in Golf. It was the season closer to season 5. So we decided to bring the camera out here today and have a casual, cloudy, late February round. So we'll start off on the first hole. First hole has a nice elevated tee shot. The hole bends about 90 degrees right. So all you need is about 190 right down the middle there. So I've got a 6-iron in my hand. No driving range, and I haven't swung a club in a few weeks. No problem. Spoiler alert, this is my best swing of the day. One of my favorite things about the municipal golf courses of the world, and Muny is no exception, is just the sort of no-frills nature of it all. The cones there, obviously we just suffered. Texas made national news with the power outages and the damage to the water system. So we're just happy to be here playing golf on what is normally green grass, and in the winter here in Texas, it's dormant grass. So we've got 135 yards in. I got the ball a little above my feet, so I grab a 9-iron here. I'm playing these new Mizuno MP20s from 5-iron down to pitching wedge. Yeah, so this one here just caught it a hair thin. And, if I had thought about it beforehand, I'd know don't miss long right. Short left, much better. So my bladed cut ends up in what you'll see is a bit of a nest. Not in a welcoming good way, more of a rat's nest or a bee's nest, not like a nest of like happy birds. Yep, so that is me. I can confirm that. You can see half my body, and I'm about to hit a bad shot here. Yeah, so just a terribly fat shot. I should have just taken an unplayable, and here my hat falls off. I mean, it's just, clown show. This is kind of an interesting moment because there's a branch right in my neck, which was almost kind of it was almost kind of pleasant, actually. I didn't mind sort of being, I was myself a tree in this shot, and maybe that explains the result here, because again, no joy, not even close. After not having played for a while and just kind of getting out and having a fun round, short game is the thing that I guess you could say we fall short on most easily. So first time out with the putter here, trying to hold this for maybe a 6, and I got a 30-footer for a double bogey. That's how you know that you're really kind of struggling after such a good tee shot. This is sort of this is common though. The greens here at Muny are a bit. Maybe the word is unpredictable. I'm sure that there's a more negative term. I find them, the character is good. I don't mind it. I think it's great. This one just misses for a triple bogey and a tap-in quad. Moving on. Second hole, 4 over par. Oh, no. You got a road just to the right here, which is looming in my mind like a young man burned at the stove. I'm looking up the left side of the fairway, and honestly, if I was more confident, I'd say that I was gonna hit a cut or thinking about a cut. Here I am just praying for a cut after what happened on the last hole. But again, thinking positive thoughts. I did laser the gentleman in the fairway. He was 300 yards out, and just sort of somewhat unreasonably, I decided to wait. Probably could have just gone. Although, maybe I'll surprise you here. You'll see. All right. Bombs away. Second hole, short par 5. Felt really good over that one. We ended up with 220 in. So drive of about maybe 280, depending on how you depending on how you look at it, how you do your math. Yeah, so I got this 3-iron here. I really like these two clubs. The 3, the 4, and the 5 are all, it's a sort of a half set, a mixed set. Got through the ball really nicely. Again, a little thin. I think, I don't know, the ball's below my feet. I struggled with hitting the ball thin all day today, but ended up in the bunker.
That gets stuck at the top?
This is a nice bunker, honestly. I like this bunker. And you got a nice sort of 2-tiered green here, a little bit. Pins in the back. So this is not my intended shot out of the bunker. Caught it a little thin, actually, but luckily I had the club face wide open, so was able to get it to, would have been about 7 feet here, and got a birdie putt on the way. No joy. The green surprised me. We'll give myself that one, huh? All right, so walk away with a par. Feeling much better than I did after the first hole. Third hole, 393. We double back. That's the par 5 right there on the left. So I take a 5-wood off of the tee here, and I got my wires crossed because I was thinking draw and acting cut, and you'll see what I mean right now. So that ball is, as they say, gone, going, gone. Worse getting worse. Right going right. Push, fade. Not the ideal shot here. And so here we've got a 3-iron trying to thread it through some trees. I felt really good with this decision.
Oh, the one, Brent.
And the execution. And then just, if you believe in God, that man came down and slapped my ball onto the other side of the fairway. So we slapped it all the way over to the other side of the fairway, and then the ball found itself into this, actually, this sort of, you can see this little kind of depression here. This is, I did do some research on it. There was a meteor that landed in this 3-foot hole about, 7 million years ago, and now it's just a huge dinosaur print, and guaranteed to hit a bad shot here. No possible way. I have no mental fortitude at this point. So 54-degree wedge just finds the last groove on the club, kind of like Thelma and Louise just driving off the cliff, and this thing just goes right over the green. And you're about to see, if you thought Max Homa had a bad lie at the Genesis, this thing is on it's like a root sandwich. Like if you took pasta and freeze dried it and then enlarged it by 10, that's where my ball is, on frozen oversized pasta here. I'm surprised I still have 10 fingers. So didn't get that ball on the green, but we got an uphill comebacker. Yeah, so that's just poor skill. That just comes down to lack of skill. One time someone made a joke to me, and I said, what's the problem there? And they said, it's a loft issue. So what do you mean loft issue? They said, loft, L-O-F-T, lack of fucking talent. Got me there, Rick Riley. So yeah, that one doesn't go in the hole, and I don't even know if the next one goes in, honestly. I can't remember. I blocked this one out. This is just bad golf. I made it. Oh, that's great. So I'm in for 7. Yeah, so I'm 7 over on the 4th tee box. This is not exactly what we're looking for here. Ace cam's live. That's the main thing we've got here. 4th hole, 161. It's a little uphill. Wind is coming in off the right. I pull a 7-iron out of the bag, just thinking I can kind of take it easy. And then what do? I just go in and I slap this ball so far inside that it just ends up, I think I must have hit this ball 180 yards, and I'm way long and left. Kind of faced with a funny little downhill chip shot, and as I've already said, my short game is my shortcoming. So, this was actually a pretty good contact, just bad judgment. So here I'm gonna cross my fingers for a 2-putt and try to get away with a 4 here. It's all about expectations. That's going to come into play later in the day. In the hole for a 4. All right, on to the 5th hole, 375 yards. So this hole bends pretty well to the left. Maybe they call it a cove leg. I got a 3-iron on the tee here, and I'm looking at that sort of tree on the right there. And what happened, I don't know. I would like to blame anything but myself. But here you can see I'm very confused actually in the moment. I don't even know what to say or what to think. And I finally did find my ball. The marshal was sitting in a cart behind me, and he asked me if he was safe, which I took as a pretty good joke, honestly. So I've got the 3-iron again. I'm trying to hit it low under this tree and just scrape it up there. All right, so now my third shot, I've got 148 and a 9-iron here. So I've got a pretty clean shot, you know, clean living. And, you know, in my head, somewhat insanely based on my level of play today, I'm thinking up and down from 150 yards for par. Swing felt really good, compact. I caught it a groove low. That's very true. The flight wasn't quite there. The truth is, these MP20s, these are no clubs for your average mailman. This is more of a UPS or a FedEx scenario. These clubs, you really got to be diligent. You got to know what's going on. I want, you know, location tracking. I want insurance. These clubs are expert, which I am not. No one has described me as a golf expert ever, so I don't know what I'm doing with these clubs. But anyway, we're gonna try to manage this hole here. Hindsight's 2020. Honestly, my hindsight might not even be 2020. I might even need reading glasses for hindsight, because look at that putt. I mean, just come on, dude. It's downhill one way, it's uphill the other. It's just science. It's just science. There's nothing. Okay, next hole. 6th hole, par 4, 367 yards. The hole bends down to the right and it's downhill. I got the 5-wood back in my hands, and watch me not do what I did on the last hole. This one is left going left, and I'm sort of playing a game that we have played in other countries called the Fairways lava. And so the goal of Fairways lava is to never hit the fairway. And it's funny because I didn't know I was playing that game. I should have just sort of woken up and said, you know what, I'm going to play it today? I'm going to play Fairways lava, don't hit any fairways. So here I've got a 6-iron, 190 into the green. Actually, no, sorry, I have an 8-iron. Trying to get it up over these trees. I guess I slipped one by the golf gods there because I did get through the trees. But the truth is, I didn't deserve to. I did not deserve that. Most people say they didn't deserve it, like they didn't deserve a bad bounce. I don't deserve a good bounce. That's where I'm at with this sort of golf karma, if you will. Now, here we're going to settle ourselves. I don't know if you can see, but I'm changing something in my swing. I won't talk about it. It's top secret. But I have I got my 58 degree here. I've got 83 yards into the green, and I'm just trying to feather it. Really happy with this shot. Really happy with that shot. A little long of the pin. It's coming back down the hill. Believe it or not. Short putt. I mean, you know, I did hear some annoying quote that says you miss 100% of the putts that don't make it to the hole. And that is just so annoyingly true. Double bogey again. And now we're on the 7th hole. 7th hole again. Ace cam is live. 160 yards. We got a 7-iron in the hands here. And this one, you know, I've hit a lot of bad shots already today. This was the worst. So to give you a sense of, it would be like if you came home and, you know, you saw that you had been robbed, and then you realized that they also took a shit in your kitchen. That's what this hole is. It's just like, really? And here we have a chip shot, which is another. I found more shit. I found more shit in the house. Oh, goodness. But look, here we go. I'm going to hit this shot here, and this is going to be like, you know what? But they didn't steal my favorite socks or something. You know what I mean? Like something is still, there's a reason to live. So anyway, that came to about a foot. So I feel really good about that last chip, you know? And they actually call that whipped cream on shit. So that is, it doesn't taste good, but it's not as bad as it could be. Okay, we're going to move on here to the 8th hole. Almost done with the front 9, folks. 8th hole, I really like this hole. You can take out the big dog. The road is on the right, but it's not close enough to really matter unless you really make a mistake. Sort of heading uphill, left to right, and you know, wow. This drive is just, it does begin to feel like when you're driving down the freeway and you hear a noise in your car, and it's like, no big deal, no big deal, no big deal. And then you realize that, like, this actually might be a very, very big deal. And, you know, this isn't a rental. This is the car you own. This is your body. This is your golf swing. You can't just return it. Anyway, we got a 6-iron. I'm just trying to get it back in play. And, you know, just a pull straight into the area where I don't want to go. I've got about 200 yards that I can choose from, and I just go right into that little sliver of area where you don't want to go. Yeah, you know, the ice cream always falls ice cream side down. That's just one of the things that happens. Here is me doing my best Steve Irwin and or Bear Grylls, just trying to rescue this ball. The truth is, I don't know how we found it. Again, my hindsight is very poor. I couldn't even see the ball. Good shot of the RGC range shirt there. Very excited about that new design hitting stores. We call that the Paradise Collection. Because even though you're in paradise, it might rain, but you don't want to wear a rain jacket. You want to wear a rain shirt. Zippered pockets and an elastic hem. Yep. I designed it, sort of. Not really. Tony did. Anyway, this is I believe it's a 7-iron. Just a little chip shot here. I think this looks like the 58-degree wedge. You know, got cute with it. That's what they say. Whenever anyone hits their wedge too short, you just say, tried to get cute. In high school and elementary school, a lot of people said that I was trying to get cute, and it was just more because I was really obnoxious. So here we've got a putt on the way. Pretty much guaranteed I'm not going to make this one. I would have remembered it otherwise. Wow. All right, so 9th hole. So here's the thing about the 9th hole, right? We're about to make the turn here, and I somehow have a moment of consciousness where I actually remember what a golf swing looks like. So here I've got a 4-iron in my hands. I'm going to take that thing outside and just lay it down on the way in. And honestly, too much juice. Too much juice in the cup. Overflowing. We've got orange juice all over the place, and now I have a tree in my way. Look, I'm going to come out here with a chainsaw and cut all of these trees down. Be warned. I like trees, but not on the golf course. Let's just take them all down. So here I'm trying something totally weird. I just got a little low 6-iron here. So I'm just trying to keep this thing low, and I pulled it. But honestly, bunker is not a bad result. So we've got a chance to get up and down from the bunker. Really, the only other good shot I've hit all day is a bunker shot. So I'm walking in here feeling, you know, a lot like Keanu Reeves at the opening of basically any movie he's ever done. They've all been hits. And honestly, if you want to at me, he may be the best actor of all time. Him and Tom Cruise. So anyway, moving on. Can I make the putt to finish this video? I'm not even going to tell you what I shot. You probably know. But I do make this putt, which did feel really good.
All right, about to go on a run, boys.
On to the back nine, folks. Check out the back nine of Lions. It's the first time I've seen it, maybe the first time you've seen it. We've got some highlights, and we've got even more lowlights packed into the back nine. Might title the video Worst Round of Golf Ever, but I'm not sure. So thank you for watching. Don't try this at home.